And I found this building, which was in a very bad condition, and it had been rented out room by room by its Moroccan owner to different families. There was about 50 people living in this building, and it was falling down, and so I acquired it. I moved here in 2008, and I started to renovate the building. About 3 months into the restoration, another riad came up for sale next to the riad where you are, again falling down, and I gave myself 2 years to put it all back together again, the two, but it took 5. So it was a 5-year journey in which I think that sort of the main reason why it took so long was because, as you know, everything you can have handmade, and so with the exception of the television and the air conditioner, everything else in the riad was made for the riad by hand rather than being bought. So that takes time.
Yes.
Yeah. So 5 years it took, and it was a very interesting journey. It was a way of learning Morocco, because obviously it has its own ways, and to begin with, as a foreigner, as you probably know, there's lots to learn.
Yes.
And obviously the longer that you are here, and also the fact that one can speak Arabic, although of course the Arabic is very different in the Gulf to the Arabic here, it took some time to assimilate, but that's also a help. But even so, as a foreigner, it's a massive learning curve. Even for me, having lived in the Middle East for nearly 25 years, it is very, very different from the Gulf, where I was had my sort of main experience.
Sure.
Yeah. I think they are incredibly creative. They are. If you said to a Moroccan artisan that you want, in a week's time, a Porsche 911 made out of recycled tuna cans, it would be done.
Yeah.
Everything's possible, and you can have any idea, you can make anything you like. For instance, the light there, I met a guy in the Medina, and he works in this little garage deep in the Medina, and that is how he makes his living, and he makes one per month, and that is his living. He does various versions of that, different coloured glass over, but that's his staple design, and he makes 12 a year. And so yeah, they literally everything in the riad, even down to the candlesticks, were made specifically for riad. And I think what I like about handmade is that it has a soul. You look at the table, and you see it's not perfect. You see the flaws, you see the defects, but you see the soul, because a human being has done that, and not a machine, and it creates its own. It creates a soul. Mass manufacture of the 21st century is incredibly dull. Everything's the same. Nothing's the same in Morocco.
It's true. Very true.
You come into a place like this, and it is almost like food for the soul. It is a feast for the eyes, which I think is inspiring. You can feel down, but you can be surrounded by colour and beauty, and it's an uplifting experience just to be in the space.
Definitely.
So it's very, very difficult to feel sad for long in Morocco, because A, you can never be alone in Morocco. You're surrounded by beauty, you're surrounded by chaos. It really is a place that is, I think, nourishes the soul. And I can't imagine going back to the greyness of Europe. Not all of Europe, but certainly where I come from, the UK. It'd be very difficult to go back to the lack of colour and the order that exists, which, whilst is very, in some ways, is very good. I have got used to the fact that there is I think it's more exciting to be in a place which runs on chaos rather than order.
I get it.